The lights dim inside the massive America's Got Talent theater, and a soft hum of anticipation fills the air. From the side of the stage, a Filipino man steps into the spotlight. He is dressed in a simple black jacket with a vintage touch, his hair carefully styled in a classic Elvis look. There is nothing flashy about him, yet something about his calm presence draws attention. The audience watches closely, some whispering to each other, unsure of what to expect from this quiet contestant. He pauses for a moment, taking in the sight before him, the judge's desk, the glowing AGT logo, and thousands of eyes fixed on him. His hands tremble slightly, not from fear, but from the weight of a lifelong dream finally standing in front of him. When Simon Cowell asks his name and where he's from, he answers politely, his Filipino accent warm and sincere. He explains that he grew up listening to Elvis Presley, playing his songs on an old radio in a small home where music was the only escape from hardship. As he speaks, the room begins to soften. This is not just another singer chasing fame, this is a man carrying memories, sacrifices, and hope. He shares that Elvis's voice gave him strength during difficult times, inspiring him to believe that even someone from far away could be heard by the world. His words are simple, but they land deeply. The judges listen more carefully now. The audience grows quiet. There is a sense that something important is about to happen. With a gentle nod, he signals that he is ready. The music has not started yet, but already the story has begun, a story of courage, dreams, and a voice waiting to be discovered. The stage lights soften as the opening music begins, slow and familiar, echoing like a memory from another era. The Filipino singer closes his eyes for a brief moment, taking a deep breath. In that silence, it feels as if the entire theater is holding its breath with him. Then he opens his mouth and sings the very first note. Instantly, everything changes. The sound that comes out is rich, deep, and astonishingly powerful. It's not just an Elvis impression, it's an authentic, golden tone filled with emotion and control. Gasps ripple through the audience like a wave. Heads turn. People lean forward in their seats. Simon Cowell's skeptical expression vanishes as his eyebrows rise in surprise. Howie Mandel's mouth slowly opens, stunned. As the melody continues, the singer's confidence grows. His voice carries warmth and strength, effortlessly filling the vast theater. Each note is smooth, each lyric delivered with soul, as if he has lived every word he sings. There is pain in his voice, but also hope, a story shaped by struggle and love for music. The Filipino accent disappears the moment he sings, all that remains is pure sound. By the time he reaches the first chorus, the audience is completely silent, not because they are unsure, but because they are mesmerized. Some people place their hands over their hearts. Others exchange shocked glances, silently asking, "Is this real?" The judges are no longer evaluating, they are listening. The singer begins to move slightly, channeling Elvis's iconic style, subtle hip movements, confident posture, but he never overdoes it. He respects the legend while making the performance his own. The voice grows stronger, soaring higher, sending chills across the room. In that moment, it becomes clear, this is not just a good audition. This is the start of something unforgettable. As the song moves into its powerful middle section, the energy inside the theater shifts completely. The Filipino singer now stands tall at center stage, fully in control, his earlier nervousness replaced by confidence and passion. His voice grows bolder, deeper, and more commanding, echoing through every corner of the auditorium. Each note lands perfectly, filled with emotion and precision that few performers can achieve. The judges are no longer sitting back in their chairs. Simon Cowell leans forward, his elbows resting on the desk, eyes locked on the performer. The doubt he had at the beginning is gone, replaced by pure disbelief. He shakes his head slowly, as if trying to understand how such a voice could come from such a humble man. Sofia Vergara presses her hand against her chest, her eyes wide with emotion. Howie Mandel stares at the stage, completely stunned, whispering to himself, "Wow, just wow." As the singer reaches a high note, he holds it with effortless control. The sound is strong, clean, and emotionally charged. The audience cannot contain themselves anymore. Some clap in the middle of the performance, others cheer softly, unable to stay silent. A few people wipe away tears, overwhelmed by the power of his voice. The performer adds small Elvis-style gestures, turning slightly, lifting the mic, closing his eyes at just the right moments. It feels natural, not forced. He isn't copying Elvis, he is honoring him. The judges exchange glances that say everything without words. This is something rare. By the end of the verse, it's clear the audition has already succeeded. The Filipino Elvis has not only surprised the judges, he has completely won them over. The stage belongs to him now, and everyone in the room knows they are witnessing a moment that will be remembered for years to come. As the final chorus begins, the Filipino singer pours every last ounce of emotion into his voice. His eyes glisten under the bright stage lights and his voice trembles slightly, not from weakness, but from feeling. The song builds higher and higher, each note carrying years of struggle, sacrifice, and unshakable belief. When he reaches the final long note, he closes his eyes and holds it perfectly, letting it ring through the theater like a promise fulfilled. The moment the music stops, there is a brief second of silence, then the entire theater explodes. The audience jumps to their feet in a thunderous standing ovation. Cheers, claps, and shouts fill the air. Some people are crying openly, moved beyond words. The singer lowers his head, overwhelmed by the sound, his chest rising and falling as he tries to catch his breath. He never imagined a reaction like this. For a man who once sang alone in his room, this moment feels unreal. All four judges stand up. Howie Mandel applauds enthusiastically, shaking his head in disbelief. Sofia Vergara wipes tears from her eyes, smiling warmly at the performer. Simon Cowell stands as well, clapping slowly and firmly, a rare and powerful sign of respect. His expression says it all, this was not just good, this was extraordinary. The singer looks up, eyes filled with tears, placing a hand over his heart. He mouths a quiet "thank you" to the crowd. The applause continues, refusing to fade. The stage lights glow brighter, as if celebrating him. In that moment, he realizes his life has changed forever. This wasn't just an audition, it was validation. Validation that his voice matters, that his dreams were never foolish, and that talent truly has no borders. The Filipino Elvis stands on the AGT stage, surrounded by love, applause, and possibility. As the applause slowly settles, the Filipino singer remains standing on stage, still trying to process what has just happened. His hands tremble as the judges prepare to speak. The lights soften, and the moment becomes more intimate, almost sacred. Simon Cowell leans toward the microphone, his voice calm but full of admiration. He tells the singer that what he just heard was world-class, a voice that belongs on the biggest stages, not just this one. Coming from Simon, those words feel heavier than gold. Howie Mandel speaks next, smiling widely. He calls the performance unforgettable, saying that voices like this come once in a generation. Sofia Vergara adds that she felt every emotion in his song, that it gave her goosebumps from the first note to the last. The singer listens, tears rolling freely down his face now. He nods again and again, barely able to speak. When asked how he feels, his voice cracks as he answers. He says he is singing not just for himself, but for his family back in the Philippines, for everyone who ever dreamed big while coming from very little. The audience responds with another wave of applause, louder than before. Then comes the vote. One by one, the judges say, yes, each word sounding like a door opening to a new future. As the final yes is given, the crowd erupts again. The singer covers his face, overcome with emotion. This is the moment he will remember forever. As he walks off the stage, he looks back once more, knowing this is only the beginning. From a small home in the Philippines to the AGT spotlight, a star has been born, one whose golden voice has finally been heard by the world. Glowing Star Microphone.